restaurant challenge in the at-home competition, where we are looking at Hero, the robot of Tech United Eindhoven, doing the restaurant challenge, meaning that the robot should take orders from the customers in the restaurant, and then that order will be triggered by a person raising his or her hand. Hero will go there, take the order, go back, collect the order and bring it back to the customer. So Hero is now looking around to see if someone has raised his or her hand. We see two persons now raising their hands. Hero is still scanning the environment. Probably didn't yet recognize a person raising his or her hand. Let's see what happens. Here with us is one of the developers of Hero. He's also been working on the restaurant challenge, Max. Max, can you maybe explain what's happening at the moment?
I think they're not raising their hands high enough, so Hero cannot detect where they are raising their arms.
So it's really important that the hands are completely... okay. But now we see go to one of the customers. So what will happen next?
They will have to take the order, so they will listen to what objects there will list. Hero has in his memory a list of objects which will try to listen to, and the customer will ask for certain objects, and Hero will try to take the order and take the order back to them.
But isn't it incredibly hard in this noisy environment for Hero to actually listen to what the user is asking?
Yes, it is, especially with the speaker. Maybe you can pick it up through the microphone as well. There's a big venue speaker as well, so that's why it's difficult for Hero to hear what the customers are saying. But hopefully the voice recognition program is able to distinguish still what objects are being mentioned.
Is there a specific part in the software that Hero is using in this challenge that you have been working on?
I currently have not been using or working on the voice recognition software. It's mainly done by another part of the team.
So what are you currently working on?
I've been mainly working on the finding free spots where Hero can place an object, so that's useful for all the challenges. But right now I'm currently an all-rounder working on all the challenges.
Now we see that Hero apparently has understood the order from the guest in the restaurant, and now it's driving back to us. So
I'm not sure.
Happen?
I think it timed out because it did not take an order. So after it does not hear the order for 4 times, it will go back to its spot and ask the I think the operator to make people raise their hands once more, and that's what they're doing right now.
Yeah, that's what we see happening now. So. So do you guys know what Hero is actually thinking about in this task at any moment during the task?
At certain sections we do know, but right now there might be a small problem that Hero is not able to navigate through all the sections, so therefore it gets stuck, and possibly it will try to take the order from where it gets stuck. So that's something we currently don't know. But this is the first time we are seeing it, so hopefully we can fix it for the next challenge.
And that's probably also the whole point of testing this in the robotic festival here in Portugal, as a preparation for Bordeaux.
Yeah.
So how to make sure that the issues that you are encountering here will have been solved for Bordeaux?
First of all, to recognize the mistakes or the problems, to document them, and to get back to our lab and Impulse back home, and try to solve these issues. If possible, we like to solve them during the venue, but I think this challenge is one of the only ones that is only available right now, so we cannot make any more direct changes. So hopefully we're able to solve the navigation problem.
Yeah, so this is not really a restaurant, but an environment that mimics a restaurant a bit. So in Bordeaux, I can imagine that you would need to go to a real restaurant.
Yeah.
Do you expect there will be large differences that will affect the performance of Hero in such a
Not
real
necessarily, because with the restaurant challenge, the biggest part is that you don't have a world model already existing. So right now, it's only using its own sensors. It doesn't have a world model on top, like made it in its memory. So that's the main part of the restaurant challenge. One thing that could change, however, is the amount of people in this environment, because right now it's not that busy, so it should be an easier environment. For example, in Bangkok, what's also mentioned by the operator, was a little bit more busy, so this should be easier.
And Bangkok was the previous World Cup and RoboCup.
Yeah. Right now, I was able to actually take an order from a customer and taking it back right now. So the customer is now able to take the object out of his basket and then it will return back to the operator.
That's great. So I guess now a certain amount of points will get awarded in this challenge?
Yes.
How does that work?
I'm not currently sure how many points you get, but you get points if you are able to take the order and also give the order back. So I think you get points for taking the order and you get points for giving the order back.
Okay, so each phase in the execution of the task gets its own amount of points, and then in the end everything will be summed, and the team with the most points will logically win the challenge.
Yeah, will come on top, yes.
So we see on top of Hero these lights, colored lights, blinking. Does it mean anything?
I think it's also referring to the different state it is in. So we have different states where it will transition within. And for each state, I think we have assigned certain colors. However, I'm not too certain about this information, but this is what I've been seeing in all the challenges. So I assume this will be the same for the restaurant challenge.
So we see that this Toyota human support robot actually has only a single arm. Is that a problem in many of these challenges? Would it be much easier if, for instance, you would have two arms like we have?
In some situations, yes, because right now you can see that the arm is not that stable, holding a single basket. If the basket gets heavier, you will notice that the arm will start shaking. Right now it's empty, so it's pretty much stable. However, if we would have to take objects that actually have a lot of weight to them, it will become unstable.
We see, by the way, sorry I'm interrupting, but we see Hero is now
actually
approaching,
able to navigate
approaching the customer in the restaurant very close. So let's hope that now it will be able to take the order from the person.
Right now it should also be able to continue using this path, because right now it knows which path it took. So it should be able to reuse this path as well.
So it will just go in reverse order across the same path to go back to the position where it can pick up the products, right?
Yeah, and hopefully for the next customer as well, which are also in, all the way in the back, they will also be able to receive the order or take the orders now.
Okay.
Because Hero was previously not able to navigate there.
So does that mean that now multiple orders can be taken at once, or does it need? No. It has to go back first, take the products, and then deliver them.
Yeah, but right now, after it comes back, it will be able to take another order at the end. Unfortunately, time has stopped now, so this will not be beneficial for the next customers. As you can see, that Hero's basket almost bumped into a table.
Yeah. Luckily, it was still empty.
Yeah.
No products inside.
That's one of the things we also...
But this was amazing, right?
Yeah.
That it now actually, how many times it was, I mean, the second or third time that now it was successful.
Yeah. As you can see from the reaction from the team, they're all pretty excited as well about this, because this was previously not accomplished.
But remains the question that, why didn't it work right the first time?
That's what we always wonder. With robotics, it's not easy to tell how...
Is there a way to analyze, let's say, once the challenge has been finished, is there actually data logged during the challenge that you can analyze to discover where the problem is?
We are able to access the logs from the camera. Also, we use a program that is able to visualize the world, how the robot sees it. So we're able to analyze that as well. Unfortunately, we are not able to have this data open during the challenge. So of course, we would like to analyze live. However, after the challenge has been completed, we can check all the logs as well, all the states it's been transitioned into, and also where it moved, and the camera video with that. So,
So
that's
will,
also nice.
will there be another trial of the same challenge during this event, or is this a
we
one?
don't have that much time to change any code, so therefore any changes will be last minute. Of course, you don't want to change code that will break the entire challenge.
Mhm.
So that's also a policy we have with our team. If we are approaching a challenge, we do not make any changes to the code because there's a chance it will break something, and then the entire challenge will be in vain because you will not be able to be performing that challenge.
And now we see that Hero is again driving to the location where we are. Apparently now it's finished.
Yeah,
right?
we are out of time. You have 10 minutes to do this challenge, and you're able to take multiple orders. However, after a certain time limit, the operator will say that the time is finished, and then the challenge is stopped.
So what's now your feeling about the result?
I would have hoped it would have been better, because during testing it was able to perform a little bit better than I had seen here. But of course, we were able to score points, which will be valuable for the championship.
Okay, thanks for all your very clear answers. And
Thank you very much.
I'd like to congratulate you on this result.
Thank you. Thank you very much for inviting me.